everyone, welcome to a new wandering. It's my last full day in Cyprus and I could not leave the island without visiting its capital. So I will be spending today in Nicosia. It is a city where ancient ruins, Venetian bastions, Ottoman courtyards and the modern but divided capital all sit within walking distance. Nicosia is the political and financial capital of the Republic of Cyprus, and it is famous for being the last divided capital city in the world, which is split between the Republic of Cyprus in the south and the Turkish Cypriot administration in the north. And between them there is a separation that is called the buffer zone or green line, and the UN is controlling that bit. And in front of us is the town hall. But let me take you out of the noise. Somebody's working diligently. It's a Friday, so it's still a work day. And let's go start our wandering through the famous Ledras Street. And after I've shown you a few bits and bobs, we will be crossing the border onto the Turkish side. And I'm so very excited to visit this city. We have cafes and it's the typical the older men are already out. It's morning. I came as early as I could. So as you could see, the town hall and some other bits are not even open. I've taken an intercity bus from Larnaca and the journey is about an hour and a quarter. Nice and smooth. I am always so pumped up when I'm in a new place. And this has been something on my list for a long time. Now, one of the first things I want to do is to get up high, and the place to do it is here, Shacolas Tower. We can go up onto the 11th floor and see Nicosia from above. So let's go do that. Oh, that's a view of the city, which I hope to see. Now let's take the lift. I'm not going up 11 flights. And off we go. And ta-da! There's a part of it. Now, through the window, how can I show you things without interference from the reflections? Wow. I can see a church and a mosque almost side by side there. And the other side, skyscrapers, older buildings. Wow. It's most definitely worth going up. There is a little museum and observatory, and I'm gonna go and have a look at that. But now let's stare a bit. Okay, and here we go again, because I just realized that once you pay the fee, which is €2.50, you get access to the tiny museum, documentary, and the proper panoramic views. So let's go around it again. This time I think it's gonna be a proper 360. I think this is the western side of the city, and I'm loving the mountains in the background. Look at that. Okay, the documentary is running in the back and I want to see it, but I'm not sure how much it's going to be disturbing. Absolutely amazing view. I just spotted something, I'll show you in a sec. Can you see that? The Turkish flag in the mountains. Sadly, the reflection is obscuring some of it.
The commander of the island ordered the execution of Archbishop
As
well as that of most.
Okay, one last view. I'm coming back because I found a place where a window is actually open. The documentary was interesting. I only hope that I can remember the information they shared so I can share it with you. But yeah, it's all interesting. So let's go and continue the wandering. Okay, I came from there and I'm continuing on Ledras Street. It is the longest street, and it's full of shops and cafes and restaurants. As it's still morning, it's not that busy yet, but there's definitely more people out already than when I went up to the tower. And guess who's here? The first Nicosia. Hello, Fluffy. He's literally blocking the entry and exit of a shop. You little lazy baby. Move somewhere else. People have to step over it because you're being naughty. There's another one here. And it's his grooming time. You're gorgeous. Nah, completely concentrating on the job. You have Starbucks, McDonald's, Pull&Bear, and everything else that we know in the Western world. And I can see another cat. A completely black one. Hello. You're beautiful. I'm not gonna give you scratches. No, 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 no. Just wanted to see you. I am curious to find out how are the prices here compared to other cities of Cyprus. I mean, like bakeries and cafes and lunch bits, because according to what I have observed, Paphos was the cheapest out of the places I've been. I've been to Limassol and Larnaca, of the big cities, and those are definitely more expensive than Paphos was. So let's see how is Nicosia. Let's look at the side street. Huh. That looks nice, all the way down a passage. It's a beautiful garden with a little restaurant. The place is just awakening. You can see that many of the shops are not even, well, they're just opening now. I am getting close to the border. I am at the border. And I am on the other side now, on the Turkish Cypriot side. It was quick. You do need to present your passport and they scan it in. And then you can go and explore. Oh, I think there's another check-in. Okay, now I am in the Turkish zone. Okay. And the first thing you see is Turkish delight and baklava. Okay, let's explore. This is exciting. Oops. I'm interested in the buildings. What was that? Something just dropped from there. Okay, let's continue in the wandering, and then I have a few places I would like to see. So I will aim to get to those. I have seen a ton of cameras everywhere so far. Okay, I think I'm going to go towards something that I want to see. Büyük Han. It was a very large caravanserai, which was like a stopping point long ago, where you could have lodgings, restaurants, food, have your animals sorted and so forth before you traveled onwards. And that has been now restored, and it is full of artisan shops and stuff, but the building is meant to be absolutely gorgeous, so I want to see that. Hello. Guys are everywhere. Yep. And I think I found it. Now I just need to find the entrance. And the street vendor. Fruit. But let's go and see inside here. In less than 10 minutes I have passed a ton of dilapidated buildings. Some of them they're working on, but some are like this. Now I wanted to capture this. Nothing could be more real and traditional than the man sitting around drinking coffee, playing table. Okay, I am not sure if the courtyard part is open or it's just the little shops underneath the arch. Don't know. Let's see. Oh yes, you can go in. Okay. Oh wow. This is beautiful. Sorry, I'm holding the camera and my head is spinning around trying to quickly look at everything. And the story could the same. There's a portrait of a gentleman there. I assume he's the owner of this bit. A massive pot. But I can see stairs, so we can go up. Let's do that. The old steps. Okay. I'm going to go around. And let's see it. This is very interesting now, but my imagination really wants to hop a few centuries back onto the times when indeed it was a caravanserai. Well, the clue was in the name. I didn't explain it to you right. You know, caravan. It's like Cyprus. There is an island. It was part of the Silk Road route, so it always had a lot of folk traveling through. Wow. I'm just gonna go around. I feel like I'm in a fairy tale of some sorts. Now that's an old pram. I think they purposefully left some of the old bits and bobs for tourists to have things to look at. See? Büyük Han. Okay, there's a lot of beautiful things. So if you want to stock up with souvenirs and stuff, I'm sure that you would most certainly find things that you would like, or some dry things. Dried garlic. I'm not sure what that is. Let's have another look onto the courtyard from this spot. The typical evil eye ward amulet. That must be an old bell ring button. Now I can't possibly move on without including some beautiful flowers. And there's another one. You can feel a very strong smell of rose water. I think they probably are serving sweets somewhere that are made with rose water. Okay, I am not gonna go inside them because as soon as you step inside, you're giving them the illusion that you will be purchasing something, and I'm really, even though I would like to. I just spotted some ram's horns there. Okay, let's go all the way around. Everybody's taking posy photos. Really pretty. Okay. Oh, you're interesting. And this is more or less central onto the courtyard. Now I would really like a coffee. And let's see what else. A pastry, something. Someone is crocheting here. Some of these things honestly are just lovely. But I have bought a few bits here and there and gifts, so I'm done with the shopping. I like these tiny little proper Turkish coffee cups and saucers. They're so cute. Okay, I'm going to go down now. Okay, down here it's like a water fountain, and this is the central bit we could see from upstairs. Okay, I have decided to have a coffee and breakfast, lunch kind of together, because I haven't had anything today. I'm just gonna show you. Typical Turkish coffee. It smells amazing, and they always give you water because it's nice and strong. And it has arrived. I've ordered a plate of mixed burek. There is some with, I think, feta, some with halloumi, and some have some sort of mincemeat inside. So it smells amazing. And I hope they taste amazing too. Look at that dome. Sort of cheese inside. And it's yummy. Okay, the first one was not feta, it was ricotta, so I'm keeping those for dessert. And this one is with halloumi and some herbs. And this one is with the mincemeat, I believe lamb. They're all very tasty. Alright, well that was really nice. And now I want to go and see something else, a beautiful mosque that's nearby. I came in the opposite door. So let's see what's on this side. Oh boy, I need my sunglasses. Just a quick look from the outside as well. More restaurants. and shops that way, and different kind of graffiti. Shame that the bin is there. It's beautiful portraits.
Okay.
And more. Okay, so shops, and it's kind of like a street market type thing. I can see the bit there. I am just following my hunch that, oh, there it is. Yep, I was right. I just spotted one of the minarets in the distance. So I'm heading in the right direction. What's interesting to me is that the vendors and the service staff is mostly folk from all over. From Congo to Poland. I spoke to a few of them, so that's how I know where they were from. Okay, it has become more alive, and I think there's a kiddie outing. Excuse me. And they are very noisy, because obviously they're very happy. And I have arrived. Look at this. This is now the Selimiye Mosque, but it was formerly the St. Sophia Cathedral. And for those of you who know a little bit about architecture, I'm sure you already spotted some of the distinctive traits of Gothic architecture. It is absolutely beautiful. Oops. I noticed last second that there's a step down. And I'm glad I did, because having a fall would not be fun. Now, all these transformations of churches and cathedrals being turned into mosque happened during the Ottoman era, which was kind of between 1571 to 1878. And in the last year, I mentioned 1878, they secretly signed an agreement with the British, and they took over Cyprus's administration, and it became a British colony until 1960, if I remember correctly. I heard the call to prayer whilst I was having my brunch. So I still can hear voices inside. I'm thinking that the prayer time is still ongoing. And as I can see a ton of tourists outside, it's very likely that we will need to wait till they finish. That is the wash area. Okay, let's go and see at least. Wow. Look at that.
1970 yılında burası.
Wandering around, obviously you can see that this has been reconstructed, but it is looking absolutely beautiful. Wow. I don't even know how to fit it all in. It's always a problem when something is so ginormous. Now if I want to go in, I need to put on the covering. I am dressed very decently, but yeah, they have other requirements. Just trying to sneak a peek. Okay, I believe there is preaching or something. It is very large. Because of the sermon, I'm only recording like snippets. You can see some of the old glass still. It is really, really, really beautiful, without a doubt.
20 idare ettiğini, 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 20 idare etti
There's some fragments of old frescoes there. And just a quick look at one of the columns. That one has as well some more painted things on it. Colorings. Okay, well that was interesting and beautiful. I wish I had a drone, because I'm sure it looks absolutely splendid from above. But that's it. I will move on and see what else I can find to show you. Okay, just next to the mosque there is another church. This one is called St. Nicholas and it is closed. But this one looks beautiful as well. And for the first time in Cyprus, I had to pay to use the toilet. The mosque toilet charges €1, which is okay. It's just, it was a surprise. Okay, I don't know if I can go around it there, this way. Let's quickly have a look from the side as well. And there is a medieval tombstone museum nearby, but I think I'll give that one a miss because I have seen and filmed loads and loads of tombstones in different castles and places all across Cyprus. Beautiful paper flower bush, and there's a little restaurant here in the back. Because why not? Oh. Okay, I was curious to see as much of it as I could. Okay, I decided I'll go all the way to the back because it's possible. So. Interesting, just look in the pavement. They have included the evil eye word. And this is the other entrance. Okay, what are you? It's a library. Sultan Mahmud II Library. Let's have a look. Beautiful little cupola. Okay, we are allowed to come in. This must have been part of the church buildings, which got transformed as well. Oh wow, that's fancy. And again there's a dome, and then there is writing all around in Arabic. And on there. Okay, I was wrong. This was built during his reign in 1829. And you can read the rest. Now there are some books there behind the glass, but it's really hard to show you. But I don't think these are precious ones. They're not locked, and I can see a lot of new books. But it's a lovely little place to find. Let's continue on. Another one. It is absolutely beautiful, but is in ruins. Beautiful scarves. There's another one. Okay, let's go in. And after that, I will be making my way back to the border, because sadly there's only a few daylight hours left, and I do want to see more and visit more of the Greek side of Nicosia as well. Some cute little octopuses. Okay, this is much more smaller, but still very beautiful. And I'm sure that if the original walls could speak, they would have a lot of stories to tell us. I like these beautiful arches. Oh. Believe it or not, in a very bizarre way, I almost feel like I'm in London, because there are video cameras everywhere. Like every single move you make is filmed. I like this. These are finally more traditional looking table sets with the little cushy seats and all. Okay, why I'm showing you exchange house is because this is how you will receive your bill in dollars, euros, British pounds and Turkish lira, and you can pay in whichever currency suits you. I'm not sure what that building is, but it looks beautiful. These ones, maybe government buildings, I'm not sure. And all the guest house up there. These are pretty cool. And just by accident I ended up at the Great Grand Turkish Bath, or Büyük Han. Of course there's cats. One is down there. Well, I'm not going in, but I'm glad I got to pass it. Little art gallery. What's funny is that I've seen things like this everywhere, you know, that they put out a chair or something, or several. These ones here, I'm sure, so they can't park that, but the other one by the door, they usually just come and sit outside and have a chat and a coffee. Okay, I found another one. It's not really a graffiti, but a portrait of this lady. I need to look up who she was. There would be so much more to see, and I'm like a bit sad that I can't do that. Well, there's that. We live within limited time. They look delicious, and different types of baklava, which I really like, and I can see that they would be yummy, but no, I'm not staying. And I'm back onto the Greek side. I am really glad I came early in the morning, because now those who were waiting in the line to enter, there were at least 200 plus people, and it is now almost 2 o'clock, so it's really hot. And also I was stuck in the queue for about 20 plus minutes waiting to cross, so whew, I need some water, and then I need to plan the rest of this day.